Hello, today I'm gonna tell you all about my engagement ring. How many carats is it? What kind of stone is it? What kind of setting is it? What kind of band is it? Or what other kind of alternatives you can get instead of a diamond ring. So this is my engagement ring, and it's actually a sapphire stone 0.84 carat with 16 0.10 carat diamonds all around the stone, and this is a solitaire setting. The setting itself is a very simple one, and if you are thinking what is a setting or why is it called a setting, from my understanding, the setting is just how the stone sits or sets on the band itself. So this is a very simple setting. I would like to show you one of my favorite setting that I got from Pandora. This is a Pandora ring, and I'm wearing a size 48, EU size 48 for this Pandora ring, and this ring is actually from Lihua Jewelry. I think it's based in Hong Kong, and I'm wearing a Hong Kong size 8 for this. So you can see the setting for this Pandora ring is very special. It's actually like a crown hugging to the crystal itself. Underneath there's actually a heart shape. I hope you can see. It's actually very super duper cute. Of course, this is not a sapphire. This is a crystal that my boyfriend got for me before we were engaged some time ago, and I still really love it. And this is just how it shows for the different rings, side by side comparison. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the band of this ring is actually made of white gold. Why I didn't get a diamond ring is because sadly, while I was doing research on this, I realized that diamonds are very much like a second-hand car. So long as you have used it once, a diamond ring just depreciates a lot once you put it on. I mean, of course, the idea is hopefully you put it on forever. So then I was thinking, like, since it's like so expensive because of very good marketing back in the days, hence I was thinking, like, since an engagement ring's value isn't going to last and diamonds are not really what I particularly love, why not just get something that I really like? And what I really like is Princess Diana's engagement ring. It's also a sapphire stone. It also has like diamonds by the side. Of course, obviously, it is in a much bigger stone. And she also doesn't have any diamonds on the setting, no, on the band itself. And this is also what I requested to my fiancé, because he almost got me a ring that has diamonds on the band, which is more expensive, but it's not what I like. How we get this ring is actually through a local boutique called Lihua Jewelry. I believe it's a Hong Kong based company. I'm wearing like a Hong Kong size 8 and a UK size, and a UK size 48. Some tips on getting good quality but of course of a cheaper price range is, if you are not comfortable with buying rings online, like on James Allen or through websites where you can't really validate its quality, even though I would say that there are a lot of reviews, even on Etsy people are selling moissanite engagement rings. So for those of you who have watched Blood Diamond on Netflix and would like to have an ethical form of engagement ring, you should definitely consider moissanite. For me personally, I love Princess Diana ring, and I wanted to get something very close to hers. And that's how I was requesting my fiancé to get me a ring like hers. So we are actually very open in our relationship. I would send him photos or images of what kind of engagement ring I would like, and we actually went to town. For those who are in Singapore, there is a jewelry street at Ion near, like, it's very near the MRT. A tip would be to go to many franchise and just try and test it out, because sapphire ring is not very common. We actually went around to asked to see sapphire rings specifically, right? And what we found out is that these two boutiques actually sell the exact same ring, and they are actually sister company. So these two boutiques are Li Hua Jewelry and Gohard. They sell the exact same ring at different pricing. We saw a ring like this, except with the diamonds on the band, for I think 5.5k retail price. And there is like a 20% off because it was during COVID and people were really afraid, okay? I think all of them thought they would close down their shops. There was just a lot of sales, so we decided to go. And then we went into another boutique with the same exact ring, retailing for 5.2k, and I can't remember how many percent discount, but basically it was of a different pricing, and one is obviously more affordable than the other. So we asked them like, hey, how come you serve the same ring but have different pricing? And they're like, oh, because we are the sister company, we have the same supplier. So this is something that you might want to note. Also, for example, we would go to Love & Co, a jewelry shop, to see that, oh, the rings are, for example, priced at 4,000 with 10% discount. And then we will go to another Love & Co somewhere else in like the west or in just some other boutiques, not in town, and they might have like a 20% off. Yeah, so I would highly encourage you to just go around different franchise. When you just happen to pass by, just go in and have a look and ask about their ring prices. How much is this ring? This ring actually retails, I think, close to 5k, the one we saw that's very identical to this. However, some shops do have discount, like, oh, if you use your credit card and sign up with this, or if you are VIP, you get 10% off. Or there is actually annual mega sales. If you are VIP and you sign up, you will know. The reason why I come to find out about this is because he bought this ring. So they sent us an email and say, hey, do you want to come buy here? We are selling all our jewelry for like up to 80% off, which is crazy. Some important questions to ask when you are buying your engagement ring is, of course, what happens if like the stone come off? Like, very simple question like this you should ask, because if they have lifetime warranty or not, or how long do they have their warranty for, 5 years, 10 years? What happens if you need resizing? How much does it cost, or is it free? For us, or more like for me, I think he didn't have to pay for any resizing because we were buying the ring on the spot. However, if I were to grow fat and plump and to go back to resize my ring, I would actually have to pay some money. I can't remember how much. It's probably like $200 or something like that. So you might just want to ask this kind of question, even though it seems very minute and like very simple or very like dumb questions. This is a ring that you're going to own for the rest of your life, hopefully. So, you know, just be shameless about it and try all the rings that you think are suitable. Don't be shy. And yeah, find what's best for you. About the alternatives to a diamond ring is, of course, moissanite that I have mentioned before. I saw a lot of videos where people would buy moissanite rings from Etsy stores in the in the US, sorry. Yeah, you might want to check it out. And for moissanite, it's so much cheaper than diamonds. It's not farmed organically, there's no like slavery around it. And it is also almost as hard as diamonds. If you look at a moissanite and diamond ring side by side, you wouldn't be able to tell it. There's a lot of videos on this. However, if you are someone where you just want the best clarity, the best, actually I don't even know what is it called, but like for me, buying a ring where I need to use a microscope to look into it to see whether or not it's the best quality is just not my thing. It's also not near any of my fiance's budget, frankly speaking. We actually look around and there is actually blue diamonds also. Blue diamonds are lab grown. It's one of the alternatives that we saw when we were asking for sapphire, and I can't remember which store is it. They actually don't have sapphire rings, so they were like, Oh, do you want to see our blue diamonds, which is super gorgeous? Oh my god, I'm going to cry. But the price is also super gorgeous. I think I was looking at this 0.7 carat ring, a blue diamond ring, lab grown, it's not organically farmed, and it costs around $8,000. Like, why? There isn't even any like diamonds on the bands, just the stone itself, blue diamonds, because it's so rare, it's so expensive. Even if you want to chip into your own ring, it's 2021, nobody is gonna care, nobody's gonna judge. And for those of them who actually ask and scrutinize about how much your ring costs, how many carats it has, why is it so small, like, screw them, they're not your friend, okay? Like, I don't know if you call that friend. Anyway, I also want to bring up one of the alternative you might have, that is tattooing the engagement ring. I actually saw this on my alumni's ring finger. So he actually had a tattoo. I thought it was a pen ink, but it was a tattoo. It's just a line over his ring finger and his wife's finger too, and it was just so cute, but at the same time so scary. So what happened was they went to a tattoo shop and they just took a pen and drew one circle around their ring finger and they tattoo it. So, you know, that tattoo probably cost like $50 or $100 per person, which is super freaking cheap and expensive, but it is a lot of commitment that you can never take back that promise. Not that I'm saying I'll take back my promise, but you get what I mean. If you are wondering what is the average ring size people usually get, I didn't know about this, but I went into one of the boutiques in Singapore with my ex-colleagues, and they were also looking at engagement rings. So we casually asked the salesperson what is the standard ring size that people always get for their fiance for engagement, and he said it's actually a 0.4 diamond ring. That's usually the most popular choice, and the reason why is because I think 0.5 is a very popular ring size that people would buy. So then the 0.5 carat rings actually price a lot higher than 0.4 carat rings, which is very funny, like what the hell. The one that this local boutique was telling us that, oh, this 0.4 with this kind of setting is very popular amongst people who are trying to get engaged, and it costs around, I think, $2,400, around there. That's all for this video. Okay, by the way guys, this is my Pandora ring that I got for myself on my 21st birthday. Ta-da! And all the rings. Let me just show you all the rings so you can admire them. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. There are also a lot of different kind of stones that you can explore that are much more affordable than diamonds or sapphire even. It's like amethyst, opals, opals. Moonstones are surprisingly also very pretty. Yeah, things like that. Go and check it out. Don't just settle for diamonds because everybody is craving for diamonds. It's very much overpriced and overvalued. I mean, of course, if you love to dig into the hype, yeah, for sure go ahead, but consider moissanite. Yeah, that's all for this video. I hope this is useful for those of you who are considering getting engaged or getting a diamond ring or getting a ring just to pamper yourself. Ta-da! Thanks for watching. Bye! Bye 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 bye. Bam!